গোপীজন বল্লভ গিরিবরধারী, গোপীজন বল্লভ গিরিবরধারী, যশোদানন্দন ব্রজজন রঞ্জন, যশোদানন্দন ব্রজজন রঞ্জন, যমুনা তীর বনচারী, যমুনা তীর বনচারী, জয় রাধা মাধব কুঞ্জ বিহারী, জয় রাধা মাধব কুঞ্জ বিহারী। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে, জয় রাধা গিরিধারী রাধা গিরিধারী শ্রী রাধে, জয় জগন্নাথ জয় বলদেব জয় সুভদ্রা, জয় গৌরনিতাই গৌরনিতাই গৌরনিতাই, জয় গৌরনিতাই, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল হরি বল হরি বল, নিতাই গৌর হরি বল, জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ প্রভুপাদ প্রভুপাদ, জয় জয় প্রভুপাদ। হরে কৃষ্ণ প্রভুজি, ধন্যবাদ প্রণাম।
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandot Pranam, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am sharing the screen so that we can read the Leela Amrita, Prabhupada
Yes,
Leela Amrita.
yeah.
So I'm reading from there. Gorgamuni got to the elevator. He had difficulty maneuvering the bed. In his haste, bumped into the wall. He forgot that the floor Swamiji was on. He only knew that he was protecting Swamiji, who wanted to be taken away. When Gorgamuni finally reached Prabhupada's room 607, an intern was there and spoke angrily, "I don't care." Gorgamuni said, "He doesn't want any more needles or tests. We want to leave." Brahmananda arrived and calmed his younger brother and helped Prabhupada back into the bed. Prabhupada said he wanted to leave. When the doctor came in, Prabhupada sat up and spoke decisively, "Doctor, I am all right. I can go." And he shook the doctor's hand to show him he was hale and hearty. The doctor chuckled. He said that although Swamiji was getting stronger, he would have to stay a few more days. He was by no means out of danger yet. He required careful medical surveillance. They needed to run another electroencephalogram. Srila Prabhupada still had pains around his heart, but he told the doctor his boys had a place for him to rest by the seaside. This was very good, the doctor said, but he could not let his patient go just yet. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto number 4, chapter 31, verse number 15. And the title of the chapter is Narad Instructs the Prachetas. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Yathaiva Suryat Prabhavanti Varaha Punas Cha Tasmin Pravishanti Kale Bhutani Bhumo Sthira Jangamani Tatha Harav Eva Guna Pravaha Yataiva Suryat Prabhavanti Varaha Punascha Tasmin Pravishanti Kale Bhutani Bhumo Sthirajangamani Tatha Haraveva Guna Pravaha Yataiva Suryat Prabhavanti Varaha Punascha Tasmin Pravishanti Kale Bhutani Bhumo Sthirajangamani Tatha Haraveva Guna Pravaha Yathaiva Suryat Prabhavanti Varaha Punascha Tasmin Pravishanti Kale Bhutani Bhumo Sthirajangamani Tatha Haraveva Guna Pravaha. So please, if you want to recite this verse, please do so. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam. I am trying.
Okay, Prabhuji, please.
Jathaiva Suryat Prabhavanti Varaha Punascha Tasmin Pravishanti Kale Bhutani Bhumo Sthira Jangamani Tatha Haraveva Guna Prabhaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
यथैव सूर्यात् प्रभवन्ति भारः पुनश्च तस्मिन् प्रविशन्ति काले भूतानि भूमौ स्थिरजङ्गमानि तथा हरौ एव गुणप्रवाह. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandavat Pranam.
Dhanapranam, Mataji.
Jathaiva Surjat Prabhavanti Vara Punascha Tasmin Prabhishanti Kale Bhutani Bhumo Sthira Jangamani Tatha Haraveva Guna Pravaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. May I try, please?
Yes, please, Mataji.
यथैव सूर्यात् प्रभवन्ति वारः पुनश्च तस्मिन् प्रविशन्ति काले भूतानि भूमौ स्थिरजङ्गमानि तथा हरावेव गुण प्रवाह. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Can I try to?
Yes, please, Mataji.
यथैव सूर्यात् प्रभवन्ति वारः पुनश्च तस्मिन् प्रविशन्ति काले भूतानि भूमौ स्त्रिजङ्गमानि तथा हरावेव गुणप्रवाह. हरे कृष्ण.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so someone can read the
Synonyms?
synonyms. Yes, synonyms. Yes.
Yes, I can read. Yatha, as ever, certainly. Suryat, from the sun. Prabhavanti is generated. Varaha, water. Punah, again. Cha, and. Tasmin, unto it. Prabhishanti enters Kale in due course of time. Bhutani, all living entities. Bhumau, to the earth. Sthiro, not moving. Jangamani, and moving. Tatha, similarly. Horau, unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Eva, certainly. Guna Prabhavaha, emanation of material nature. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. And someone can read the translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
May I, Prabhuji, please?
Yes, please, Mataji.
During the rainy season, water is generated from the sun, and in due course of time, during the summer season, the very same water is again absorbed by the sun. Similarly, all living entities, moving and inert, are generated from the earth, and again, after some time, they all return to the earth as dust. Similarly, everything emanates from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and in due course of time, everything enters into him again. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So, yes, someone can read the purport.
Hare
So,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji, please. Yeah.
Because of their poor fund of knowledge, impersonalist philosophers cannot understand how everything comes out from the Supreme Person and then merges into Him again. As Brahma Samhita 5.40 confirms, Yasya prabha prabhavato jagadanda koti shesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinnam tad brahma nishkalam anantam ashesha bhutam govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. Transcendental rays emanate from the body of Krishna, and within those rays, which are the Brahman effulgence, everything is existing. This is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.4, Matsthani Sharvo Bhutani. Although Krishna is not personally present everywhere, his energy is the cause of all creation. The entire cosmic manifestation is nothing but a display of Krishna's energy. The two examples given in this verse are very vivid. During the rainy season, the rain, by rejuvenating the production of vegetables on earth, enables man and animals to obtain living energy. When there is no rain, food is scarce and man and animals simply die. All vegetables as well as moving living entities are originally products of the earth. They come from the earth and again they merge into the earth. Similarly, the total material energy is generated from the body of Krishna, and at such a time the entire cosmic manifestation is visible. When Krishna winds up his energy, everything vanishes. This is explained in a different way in Brahma Samhita 5.48. Yashyaiko nishashita kalam athavalambya jivanti loma bilaja yagatandanath Vishnur mahansha iha yasya kala vishesha govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. This entire material creation comes from the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and at the time of annihilation again enters into Him. The process of creation and dissolution is made possible by the breathing of the Mahavishnu, who is only a plenary portion of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Radha Govinda Goswami Niti Namane. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namane. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. So thank you all the devotees. So this is a verse spoken by, who is speaking this verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam?
Naraji.
Naradji. Naradji is speaking. Naradji, of course, one of the great devotees. He has already He was able to convince the father. So this, we can see so much, uh, um, spoken by Naraji. We could see how Naraji was able to convince the father. Father was, of course, a karmakandi, but still, Naraji was successful in convincing him. So that's what we have already heard. Was it Naraji who successfully convinced the father? What's the name of the father?
Prachin Varishat.
Prachin Varishat. And now Naraji is speaking to the Prachetas. So all of the Prachetas have the same nature. How many of them are there?
10.
How many? 10 of them. 10 Prachetas. So we see in this family Prachetas, and then later on we'll see that there are descendants of Prachetas. We know that from Prachetas who will be born?
Daksha.
Daksha. And Daksha will have how many sons?
10,000 and then again 1,000, 11,000.
11,000, correct. Yeah. All the 10,000 will have the same nature. And all the 1,000 will have the same nature. All the 10,000 actually will go to perform austerities and they'll never come back home. And all of them have the same nature. The same with the 1,000. So they are called their special class of, here it's they're the 10 of them who are sons of King Prachin Barhi. They are known as Prachetas. And these two groups, who are they known as?
The 11,000 sons are known as Horiyaksha and 1,000 is Shavalaksha.
Yeah, Haryashvas and Sabalashvas. So the two classes, very special. Of course, Srimad Bhagavatam doesn't give the names of the 10,000. I'm sure you know what will what's going to happen if we have 10,000 names given or 1,000 names. We have sons of Dhritarashtra, 100 of them. Of course, they did not have the same nature, but the names of them are given in the Mahabharata. Those names are given, 100 names, 100 sons. The names of them are given, but the names of 1,000 of them and 10,000 of them are not given. But they all have the same nature. Same with Prachetas. They all have the same nature. So the Prachetas, of course, they all got married to one girl who was the daughter of the Prachetas got married to
Marisha, daughter of moon.
Marisha, daughter of the moon, and they are also daughters. They looked after by who? Daughters of
Tree.
the trees. Trees. So that's Marisha, and all the Prachetas have the same nature. We see the Pandavas; they got married to all 5 Pandavas got married to Draupadi, and the Pandavas all had different nature. All the 5 Pandavas had different nature. Bhim had a different nature, and Arjuna had a different nature, and Yudhishthir had a different nature, and Nakul and Sahadev all also had their own nature, and they got married to Draupadi. But here, all the Prachetas had the same nature, and so they are being here guided by the same great personality who actually guided their father. It was much harder to to convince the father. The father was a gross materialist, but still Naraji was successful in changing him. Of course, Naraji is a great preacher because he knows how to preach to different people. In the case of Prachin Barhishat, he had to speak so much, but when it came to the grandsons of, or great grandsons of Prachin Barishat, so we have Prachin Barishat, and then sons are Prachetas, sons of Prachetas is Daksh. So Daksh is a great grandson of who? Daksh is going to be the grandson of, or is the grandson of Prachin Barishat. Isn't it true?
Yeah.
So Prachin Barishat has sons, Prachetas, and Prachetas' son is Daksh. So the grandson of Prachin Barishat is Daksha, and the great grandsons of Prachin Barishat are the Sabalashos and Haryashos. Isn't it true? Great grandsons. So great grandsons, it was much easier for Naraji to preach. He just gave them some questions, some riddles, and then left, and they all became detached. Just all of them got together, and then there was no. There is we can see the nature of the nature of all of them, and when we'll see how they were all in agreement when it came to the answers to those questions that Naraji gave to them. Was there any disagreement? So like 9,998 saying that no, we agree to something else, and two of them says no. Was it like this?
No.
No, all of them had agreed unanimously, and they all were of the same opinion. So yes, Naraji now he's preaching to Prachetas who have already, now they have renounced they're left home now, and they consider themselves very, very fallen, and Naraji meets them, and they said, we have forgotten everything. Of course, they had a great fortune of being guided by whom? Who guided him? Who guided them earlier?
Shiva.
Huh? Lord
Lord
Shiva.
Shiva.
Lord Shiva was one of them who gave Rudra Git. And who else?
Lord Brahma, then Lord Vishnu.
Lord Vishnu. Very nice. So Lord Shiva first, then Lord Vishnu, then Lord Brahma, and now the Lord's great devotee, whose name is Naraji. So it's not everyone we see in the scriptures, in the Srimad Bhagavatam especially, we don't see anyone having such a great fortune of meeting great personalities and also meeting the Lord, seeing the Lord face to face. So they were very, very fortunate. And now Naraji is guiding them. Of course, Naraji is talking about the human body and, how important human body is and what it should be used for. And then in the West, previous to this, Yata Taror Mula Nisechana. So this verse, very famous verse, Naraji spoke, meaning that showing the right process to, like if you want to water a tree, then you water the
Root.
root. if you want to feed your body, you want to nourish your body, then you need to feed your body through the mouth, and the food should go to the stomach, and from the stomach then all the other prana upaharascha yatendriyanam. Then all the indriyas, all the senses get nourished by supplying the food through the mouth to the stomach. That is the right process of feeding your body. Of course, one thing is different. In the case of the tree and the stomach, what is that which is different?
In case of trees, the plants suck the water through the roots, and it goes in the leaves of all over the trees, and the food is through photosynthesis, the food is made, and it then spreads throughout the body.
In the case of the tree.
Yeah.
Someone might say that, okay, I will water the tree through the leaves or the branches or the trunk. So someone might say like that, but in the case of the body, there's only one way. Isn't it true?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
It is
Prabhuji.
only through the mouth one has.
Mouth, yeah.
Only through the mouth. So, tateva sarva aranam achyuteja. Similarly, by worshipping only who? Achyut, everyone else is
Automatically saved.
automatically saved. By saving Achyut, everyone is saved. It's like watering the root of the tree, the whole tree gets nourished. Feeding the stomach, the whole body, feeding the body through the stomach. When one supplies the food to the stomach, and only through the mouth, not through the eyes, not through the ears, not through the nose, but only through the mouth.
Mouth only.
Only mouth. Feeding the body through the mouth, of course, going to the stomach, and the whole body gets nourished. So that's why these two examples are given. One is, of course, the tree. And sometimes one might say, yeah, okay, but you water the tree, I'll just water the whole tree by putting the water all over the place, like on the branches and also the leaves, and then I'll also water the tree as well, put some water on the root as well. But in the case of the body, it is only through the mouth. No one can say that all through the mouth, and then little bit through the ears, little bit through the eyes. Can they say that? Is that the right process?
No, Prabhu.
No, only through the mouth. Only through the mouth, and everything only through the mouth. In the case of the tree, someone might say, okay, I'll just water the whole tree, put some on the leaves and some on the branches, some on the trunk, some on the root, so that's okay. I'll worship Krishna, right? And then I will also worship
Demigods.
the demigods and others. I'll worship because that's my. But then another one, which is the body, that shows ananya bhakti. Ananya bhakti means na anya, means no one else. Only Achyut. So that, and after now saying that Lord Krishna is actually the mool, the root, and is the root cause of everything. So now in this verse, it's mentioned how the Lord is the root. How the Lord is the cause of everything, cause of all causes. So the verse is, of course, very nice verse. I think we'll just I'll just look at the verse. So maybe I just project it here, and so here Yataiva Surya Tataiva Yataiva, just as similarly in the previous verse also we have Yataiva Suryat Prabhavanti Varaha Punascha Tasmin Pravishantil Kale. So here Prabhavanti and Pravishanti. Prabhavanti means here water, Varaha. How is the water actually coming? From the, what is the source of the rain?
Yes, by the heat of the sun,
From the cloud.
Yeah, but the sun is the one through which actually, it gets formed, in the form of the clouds, right? It's stored in the form of the clouds, and then water is coming down. The source is the sun. Isn't it true?
Yes, Prabhu.
Sun is the one which is through which the water is generated, and then it is actually, after some time, the water is
Goes to
through.
ocean.
Yeah, sun takes through its rays the water, and then it also showers it down. So the source is the sun. Punascha, again, Punascha Pravishanti Kale. Similarly, Bhutani Bhumo, Stira Jangamani. Stira Jangamani means which one? Stira means those which are not moving.
And those who are moving, both together.
Those which are moving. Stira Jangamani. So there is moving and non-moving. Because here he's giving very nice instructions. Naraji is giving nice instructions to the prachetas, because prachetas were householders for some time. Now they have come out from the household responsibilities, and Naraji is talking about Stira Jangamani to them, means moving and non-moving. Right? So Bhutani Bhumo. So Bhumo means to the earth, and Bhutani means all the living entities. Bhutani, which are of like Stira and Jangamani, all the created beings, which are of two types. Stira and Jangamani means moving and non-moving. And Bhumo, so they return to the earth. How are they made up of? Or where do they come from? The earth. And then they all actually return to the earth. So from earth, they come, they produce from earth, and they all
Go back to the earth.
Go back to earth.
to earth. Go back to earth. Tatha harav eva guna pravaha. What happens similarly? Everything is coming from the harav. From whose harav? Who's Hari?
Lord Hari.
Hari. And then all of them, everything harav unto goes into the Supreme. Everything, the source of everything is the Lord. Right? Of course, here it's mentioned as guna pravaha, emanation of material nature. It's all creation of Lord's prakriti. Prakriti kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasa ahamkara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. So, three things are given in this verse. What are the three things which are mentioned? One is water, yes, three important things. Two, and then similarly, just like, how do you say that? Water is produced from
Sun.
sun and then goes back into the,
Ocean.
yeah, it goes back into the sun, and so produced from the sun. And then similarly, because the sun's rays actually take the water up, it just goes back to the sun. Comes from the sun, goes back to the sun, through its rays. And then all the living entities, all the bodies that are created, they are created from earth. Of course, we have earth is the grossest of all the five elements. There are five gross elements. Earth is most gross. The most subtle is of the five, which is the most subtle?
Ether.
Ether is the most subtle. Right? So we have ether. From ether we have
Air.
air. From air we have
Fire.
fire. From fire we have water. From water we have
Earth.
earth. So earth is the most grossest. So there may be different things in this world, different moving objects, different moving things, and they're moving living entities, and also non-moving. So all of them are made up of earth. There may be certain percentage of earth, and all of them, when they're all merging into the earth again. Right. So here Lord is saying that similarly everything is emanating from the Lord and also goes back into
Lord.
The Lord again.
Lord. In the Bhagavad Gita, there's a lot of things mentioned in the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, other chapters as well. 10th chapter also. Aham sarvasya. What does Lord Krishna say? Aham sarvasya.
Prabhavo mata sarvam pravartate iti madhava bhajante mam. No.
Udabhavo samannita.
Samannita.
Udabhava samannita.
Uda bhava samanvita.
Aham shar-
Knowing this, what will the intelligent do?
They worship to Lord.
Yeah, bhava samavita, with all their hearts. Prabhupada says. So, knowing that Lord is the source of everything. So here, Naradji is actually saying that the Lord is actually the source of everything. Just like the sun is the source of the water. Everything goes back into the sun. The water goes back to the sun. Comes from the sun, goes back into the sun. Earth, everything is made up of earth, and everything actually merges into the earth. Similarly, everything is made up of Lord's energy and then goes back into the Lord. Of course, Lord's energy. In the Bhagavad Gita, Lord actually describes Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavekta murtina masthani sarva bhutani nacham tesha vasita nachamastani bhutani pashyame yogamashwaram bhuta brinnacha bhutastu mamatma bhuta bhavana yata kastito nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan tata sarvani bhutani mastani padharayat. Just like, so Lord Krishna is talking about Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavekta murtina. What is the meaning of that? I'm pervading the
Entire universe.
entire universe. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagad avekta murtina. Through his
I
uh,
mean,
yes, bro.
he is not in a visible form, invisible form.
Yeah, so through his energies, everything is
Avyaktamurti.
situated. It is uh, his what is it called? Lord's impersonal aspect. Just like the sun, everything is resting on the sun's rays. So here, everything is resting on the effulgence of the Lord, his energies. So, and the Lord also later, of course, it describes that the example given in the Bhagavad Gita is just like Akash. Yata Kastito Nityam Vayu Sarvatra Bhavan. The AI is situated in the
sky.
created from the sky. Yata Akash Tito Nityam. Vayu Sarvatra Bhavan. And Vayu is all pervading, and everywhere Vayu is, and then Vayu is situated, is created from the sky, stays in the sky, and merges into the sky. So here the Lord Krishna is talking about himself in that way. So everything is created by him, remains in him, and actually merges into him. And also the Srimad Bhagavatam, also in the Bhagavad Gita, it's also mentioned that all this, if you look at the verses, in the earlier part of the 9th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna is saying, Sarva Bhutani Konte Prakriti Myanti Mamikam Kalpakshe Punastani Kalpado Visujamiham. So Lord Krishna is talking about creation, he's talking about maintenance, he's talking about destruction, annihilation. So everything is in the beginning, of course, it's all coming from the Lord. Everything is created by the Lord and also remains in the Lord. And at Kalpado, Sarva Bhutani Prakriti Myanti Mamikam, they enter into Lord's Prakriti. Prakriti is the material nature. Kalpakshe Punasthani Kalpada Vrisjami. Kalpakshe means at the end of Kalp. They are again created. Kalpada Vrisjami, again created, annihilated, maintained. So all these things are going on. And but what is the lesson that Lord is trying to teach us? So why is Lord actually speaking this verse? Or why is Naraji speaking this about the Lord?
He is the cause of all causes.
Yes, he is the cause of all causes. Very nice. What else?
And everybody is created from the Lord. And
Everything
is maintained by the Lord. I mean, at the beginning of the creation, at the days of in the beginning of Brahma's day, is created and is maintained, and at the end of everything goes into annihilation, and then merges into the body of the Lord again.
Yes, merges into the body of the Lord again. So we can see this. That's Kalpaksha. We know that there are 4 kinds of destruction, 4 kinds of pralay. Which are the 4 kinds of pralay? So that's why it's a Kalpanto. Then the Kalpaksha, when Kalpa is destroyed. Kalpaksha, which are the 4 different kinds of pralay?
Four kinds of pralay there, Prabhuji.
Nitya pralay.
And the first is Noimittik pralay, and then Prakritik pralay, Atantika pralay, and Nitya pralay.
Yes, correct. Nitya, Naimittik,
Prakritik,
and Prakritik,
and Atantik.
Atyantik. Which pralay is most important, anyone? Which pralay is most important?
Most important is that way Noimittik pralay. I mean, at the end of the Brahma day, everything goes into.
The most important.
No, most okay. And Prakritik pralay.
No. The most important is Atyantik pralay for us.
Okay.
What is Atyantik pralay?
That's when a person gets liberation.
Yes, when one doesn't have to come back to this place. When one doesn't have to take breath, that is called Atyantik pralay. Pratik pralay. Nitya pralay means always the destruction that's happening constantly. And naimittik pralay means when the pralay that happens, or the destruction or devastation that happens when Brahma's day comes to an end. And then the prakritik pralay means when Brahma's life comes to an end, the pralay, all the material elements and everything is destroyed. And the naimittik, Atyantik pralay is very important, because that pralay you don't have to take birth again. That means you go to the spiritual world. That's most important for all of us. So that is the most important, and that is what Lord is targeting here. Lord, that's what Lord wants to say. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, after saying that, Lord says that in the Bhagavad Gita, he mentions all these verses about creation, how he creates and how he destroys and everything. He says, Nacha mam tani karmani nibadananti dhananjaya udasin avadasin. What is the verse? Nacha mam tani karmani nibadananti dhananjaya. All these activities that I do not bind me.
Bind the Lord.
Yeah. So these activities do not bind me. Right? All activities I do, creation, maintenance, and destruction, pralay, they do not bind me. All the activities actually. Nachamam karma, tani karmani nibadananti dhananjaya. Udasina vadasinavat. I am always situated as neutral. Udasina vadasinavat. Asaktam teshu karmasu. Am I attached to that?
The Lord
I'm
is
not
not
attached.
attached to any of these things.
Yeah, asaktam teshu karmasu. I'm not attached to these activities. I'm not attached to all these activities. So we can see that one is we learned that Lord is the source of everything, right? Lord is the source of the creation. So in this verse we have, just like the sun is the source of the water, the water comes from the sun and the water goes back into the sun. From all the different Sthavar and Jangam living beings, different bodies, they're all made up of earth, come from the earth and go back to earth. Similarly, everything is are actually coming from the Lord, and then goes back into the to the Lord. Prakriti Myanti Mamikam, in Lord's material energy, Lord Krishna says. And what we need to know is that all these activities don't bind the Lord. Nachamam tani karmani ni badananti dhananja. Although Lord does all these things, the Lord is not bound. So one is Lord is the creator of everything. We need to know. He's the root cause of everything. He's the root. Just like there's a tree and you water the root of the tree, the whole tree gets nourished, feeding the stomach. Through the mouth, the whole body gets nourished. So similarly, worshipping the Lord, the whole everyone gets worshipped, because the Lord is the root. Lord is just like the root. So he is to be worshipped, and he is the root cause of even the creation. All creation is actually coming from the Lord. And also knowing that Lord, although he creates, he is not bound. And he is always situated as neutral. Asaktam teshu karmasu. All the activities, Lord is not attached and not bound. Not attached to the activity, nor the results of the activity. And Lord is not bound. So Lord is teaching us. Naraj, of course, Naraj is also trying to teach the Prachetas that look, you're talking about a gresta, you are a householder. Then as a householder, then you maintain your family. You have some children and and those things, maintaining or creating as a king, or creating or destroying. Are people generally affected by those? Are bound by those in this world? Are people bound by these things? Are they attached or not attached in this world? If they create something, if they
Attachment.
create something, if they build a house, or if some family member is born, they're attached. If the family member dies, then
Very much.
does it affect them?
Yes.
It affects them.
Yeah.
Because they're attached.
Attached. Yeah.
Because they're attached to those that are born from them, and when they die, they are affected. Or if they are also relatives, or siblings, or family members, relatives. That's why Arjuna was affected. Arjuna, when he saw the family members, he got bewildered. And Lord Krishna had to speak the whole Bhagavad Gita to remove his bewilderment. So we are affected. But Lord is teaching us through his own example that, look, I do so much, I create and I destroy, but still I remain as neutral. So as a grihastha or as a leader or whoever you are, you may do so many things, but you should not be
attached to them.
You should not be attached to them. You should not be attached to the. Lord Krishna is also saying in another verse, Nacha karmani limpati na me karma phalais priya. Which verse is it?
No me karma phale, no
Priya.
no me karma.
Namam karmani limpati na me karma phalais priya.
It is
Neither the activity affects me nor the results.
actions.
I'm not attached to the results, nor am I affected by the karma. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments, or what are some of the things that you learned from this verse?
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhu, I learn a new thing for me. This is the 4 types of pralay: Namitik, Prakriti, Nityak, and Authentic.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare
The
Krishna.
4 different kinds of pralay. Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Hare Krishna. Anything?
It is says that the Lord, everything is created from the Lord, and He is the root cause of the creation, maintenance, and the annihilation. But although He is doing it, He is not attached to them, and He is unaffected from all these activities.
Yes, very nice. Doing all these things, yes, not affected, is unaffected. So teaching us that we should do everything, but we should not be
Get attached to our activities.
We should not be getting attached to the activities, nor the results. And also in that earlier verse, Lord Krishna says that if one actually knows me like this, in such as such, will also be not get bound. So which knowing means you need to also follow this. Yes, anything else?
Lord is Achyuta.
Yeah, Lord is Achyuta, and
If we serve him, all demigods will be served.
Yes,
and
very nice.
He has been compared here like sun and earth.
Yeah, very nice. Sun and the earth. We know that sun is such a important planet for all of us. Surya Dev, of course, a great personality. Yes, we learned from him. We learned from earth, and yes, and knowing about the Lord in similarly. Yes, thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. everything comes from the Krishna,
Yeah,
and at the end, everything merged into him.
yeah. Yes, everything comes in from him and everything merges into him. Very nice.
Thank you.
Prakriti Myasti Mamikam at the end uh, of Pralay, but that is the Prakritik Pralay. Of course, everyone, those people who get Atyantik Pralay, they also get a chance to save the Lord in the respective planets where the Lord is living in the spiritual world. So they actually get a chance to directly save the Lord in the spiritual world, Vaikuntha planets or the Golok Vrindavan, if one is a devotee of Krishna. Yes, anything else?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. You mentioned that Krishna is the root cause of everything. And if we taking the example of the plant, if you water the plant, the root, all the leaves and branches are nourished. But some may say that, oh, okay, I can also water the leaves and branches and then. But for the stomach, it's only through the mouth that we feed, then the whole body can get nourished.
Yes, very nice. So that's one. That the stomach example is talking about only one way.
Yeah.
Ananya Bhav, Ananya Bhakti. No, not anyone else, but only Krishna. Yeah, the first one, some people can say, yes, I can water the tree, but I'll water all the branches as well as the root, and leaves and everything, but as well as the root. But when it comes to the stomach, yes, only one way. Yes, thank you. And anyone else? So thank you all the devotees for joining us this morning. Thank you so much. जय श्री राधा गिरधारी भगवान की जय, श्री श्री गौनिकाय भगवान की जय, श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण भक्त हनुमान की जय,
Jai.
श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Jai.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। हिज ग्रेस माधव प्रभु की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल। All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, so much. Thank you for your wonderful class. Thank you.
हरे कृष्ण,
Dandavad pranam.
हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण, थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण, थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam, Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण, थैंक यू। हरे कृष्ण।